Still waiting in line here to get on the safari bus. It's moving quickly. They got about 3 or 4 buses to move the line along. It's just the line. This is what I've been waiting in. And so it looks like a couple of buses, they have canopies on them now. So we'll be on the safari bus before you know it. A lot of people here. Waited about maybe half an hour so far to this point. Might be another 10-15 minutes yet to get on. Finally made it on the bus. Tour bus. There's a driver, tour guide.
All right, can everybody hear me okay?
What? Huh?
Welcome to Lake Tobias. My name is Matt, and I'll be your safari tour guide for today. We are going to head out into the field here in just a minute. We're going to find a spot where I can talk to you about the rules of the tour, tell you what you can expect to see and do on the tour. Most important thing to remember right now is I need everybody to stay seated while the bus is in motion. Can you do that for me?
Yep.
All right, are you ready to go see animals and have fun? Here we go.
There we go. I'm going to kind of sit back, be quiet, and let the tour guide do his thing. About a half an hour wait took to get on here. Thought it'd be longer with all that crowd. Nice thing is it got a canopy bus. Well, with the canopy over top, so it won't be a barreling sun coming down us. So we're going through this whole field. So when we get to certain sites I like, I'll put it on video.
All right, I'm going to let you visit with these donkeys while I tell you a little bit about the tour.
Oh, my brothers.
When we are stopped like this, if you want to get up and move around to see them better, you can do that. Please don't come past the front 2 seats, though. All right, I don't want anybody falling down my steps. I know you really wanted to fall down my steps, but I've done it before. Trust me, it's not fun. Okay?
I guess.
I could use a day off.
When we are stopped, this is when we're going to feed animals. So please make sure you're only giving them food that you bought here at the park. Pellets, popcorn, or carrots. They don't want your McDonald's burger or anything like that. And they don't want the carrots that you bought at China on the way here, because that's against the law. We can't do that. The best way to do this is going to be to hold that food in your hand and hold your hand out over the side of the bus. They will see that you have food. They will come and take it right out of your hand. We don't need to throw the food to the animals, because if the animal is coming towards the bus, it knows that you have food and it wants your food. If we throw it, then it's going to stop. It's going to eat the food off the ground instead of coming to the bus. And that's not what we want. We want them to come to the bus. If the animal doesn't come over, it means it's not hungry. If we throw food at a not hungry animal, it doesn't make it hungry. It just means we've wasted our food. So give it to the animals that want to eat it. And you can pet and feed any animal that comes close, if it's reasonable that you can reach it. Now, if it's 5 feet away, you probably can't reach it. And if you stretch to try to do it, you might fall off my bus. And if you do that, you're on your own. It's a long walk back, too. I don't want you to have to do that. I haven't lost anybody this year, and I don't intend to start today. Okay? When we get to the horns and antlers, I'm going to ask you not to touch them for safety reasons, for your safety as much as for the animal's safety. The horns are big, and the animals are strong, very strong. I don't want you to get hurt. The antlers are sharp, very sharp points on them. I don't want you to get stabbed. So we're going to just pet them on the face and feed them. We're not going to touch horns and antlers today. I don't want anybody getting hurt. Okay? If you have any questions during the tour, please ask. I will do my best to answer them. If I don't know the answer, I'm just going to make stuff up. Is that okay? All right, good. Let's talk about donkeys. Donkeys from France. Shaggy donkeys, big donkeys. These guys are called Baudet Poitou. And that is French for big shaggy donkey. And that's not true. I made that part up. But they are called Baudet Poitou. They grow really long hair. If you don't cut their hair, it will keep getting longer and longer. It will get knotted and matted, form into dreadlocks, which I think is pretty cool. Dreadlock donkeys. Do we have any over here? Yeah, that smaller one back there. It's already got some dreadlocks coming off its backside. So, dreadlock donkeys are pretty cool.
Did you feed your mother before you got here?
And we have a white-tailed deer enclosure. On our right, we have a mama right there, and there's a little baby. Little fawn, white-tailed fawn. Hi, baby. That's probably her baby. Is that your baby, mama? The animals tend to treat the bus like their own personal buffet line. So they go down one side, go up the other. It's like Shady Maple on wheels. But cheaper. Hi, baby. All right, we have a lot of animals to see. We are going to continue on our way.
Hey there, fellas.
Oh, you guys are cute. No, don't let him reach out.
These animals are called eland.
Hey.
E-L-A-N-D.
Boy, that's the
Eland.
big daddy over there.
They are from Central Africa. They're the largest kind of antelope in the world. There are many different kinds of antelopes. We have about 3 or 4 different kinds here. This is the biggest that you will find anywhere. These are horse-sized antelopes. This is a horned animal. That means everybody's got these long horns. Male horns are going to be longer and larger than females, but everybody does get them. The twisting is something that happens as they get older. It's a sign of maturity in the animal. The more twisting, the older the animal is.
We need a carrot for Davis.
I do get asked often, what are the scratches? What are the scars on their backside? Well, every now and then they get an itch, and they will use their horns to scratch those itches. Sometimes they scratch a little bit too hard. So even though these antelopes are the size of a horse, they still have that fantastic jumping ability that antelopes are famous for. From a standing position, they can jump about 6 or 7 feet straight up. So if they wanted to hop over the bus, if this canopy wasn't here, they could hop over the bus. But I tried for 8 years to get them to do it, and they never would. I know they can, they just won't. There's a lot of big birds out here that you're going to see. None of these big birds is from Sesame Street, though.
No,
That's a different kind of big bird. Much bigger bird than this. These are South American rheas. Does anybody know where South American rheas come from? South America, good answer. You got it. Hopefully we'll see some babies. There are a bunch of baby rheas out there, and they have their daddies with them. It is the daddy that takes care of the young.
Looks like a traffic jam up here.
All right, we got a couple animals here to talk about. Let's start with the reddish-brown cattle with the huge, thick horns. They are called Watusi cattle. Watusi cattle are named for the Watusi people of Africa, who were the first people to domesticate them. This was thousands of years ago. They are one of the oldest domesticated cattle in the world. Their nickname is the Royal Ox, and they're called that because they grow the biggest and thickest horns of any type of cattle in the world. These guys are the kings. There's a baby Watusi laying right there with those beautiful markings. He looks like he was all brown and somebody took white paint and threw it on his side. That's baby Watusi. Let me tell you about this big fella, this friendly guy. His name is Bert, and Bert is one of our 2 American Brahmin. We have Bert and we have his brother Ernie, who's way over there. Ernie is not as social as Bert. Bert thinks he's a puppy dog. That's why he's getting that tongue out there and trying to get people kisses. He is a sweetheart, and he is my favorite animal on the whole tour. He's really good at sliming. If you get slimed, that is just part of the experience.
Come here, get slime. Get closer.
you get to take. What is bigger than an elk? A moose. A moose is the biggest. But these guys are bigger than everybody else. They're bigger than the red deer. They're bigger than the caribou. Some people call them a reindeer, but they're not technically a reindeer. A reindeer would be a domesticated caribou, which we do not have, unfortunately. We have no caribou, and we have no meese. No meese. Easy to tell males from females. Antlers is a male. No antlers is a female. I think there's a female over there. No, those are males. Those are younger males.
I was going to say something too.
Well, there's the PG way, and then there's the R way. This is the PG way. Our white one, again, not albino, but leucistic white. These antlers are done growing for the year. It's about a 6-month growing period each year. And they're done, except for the one there. These guys still have fuzz. They're still growing their antlers, surprisingly. Now, they ought to be done by now. They should rub that fuzz off and have their antlers exposed to the air and then turn to a bone-like material. I'm actually very surprised that he still has any fuzz. But we still don't want to touch the antlers because they're very delicate. When they're growing, they're delicate. They're made of soft tissue. So we don't want to mess with that. We're going to leave them alone. Antlers right now weigh about 45 pounds. They are no joke. They're pretty big. These guys are real strong to carry them around. They're going to carry them on their head until early spring next year. Then new growth is going to begin, and it's going to push the old antlers right off their head. They'll grow a new set next year.
Every year?
Every year they grow new antlers. Yep, new ones. We keep them. We sometimes sell them in the gift shop. They sometimes show up.
Big boy right here. A big one.
Say again? Yeah.
There's a big boy right behind you.
Yeah, that's probably going to be our dominant one, maybe, because here's all these females that are coming behind him. He's probably the alpha.
Yeah, that's got some antlers on it. Oh.
Yeah, here comes some of the females that are coming up here. I think this is probably the alpha, because he was hanging out with those females. So he's probably the boss man.
Imagine carrying that on your
See you.
head.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 6. You're a big boy.
Oh, he is really big.
Aren't you? Yeah. You're fancy.
So watch you get hit in the head with those antlers.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You'd remember the tour, or maybe you wouldn't remember if you wake up in the hospital.
That's amazing.
So heavy.
Girls coming out.
I got this one over here. Take you that one.
I'm David.
You guys want food over there?
Boy.
Yeah. I've been giving them carrots.
Anybody here for the first time? First timers? It's my first time too.
I was here 3 years ago. Not 3 years.
Yeah, 8 years ago was my first
Yeah, it was a lot different than. They recognized some of the changes that they did. Like,
Yeah. Now, my first time to the park, before I worked here was the year 2000.
Uh-huh.
So 25 years ago was when I first came here.
Oh, okay.
It looks a lot different than it did then.
I think the first time I came here was probably like,
This is my 8th year. Wow. Yep.
came here about maybe
Yeah, not bad.
about 10, 15 years ago.
I'm not sure. That happened earlier, and the zookeepers know about it. They're probably going to come out when the park closes and check her and see what's going on. She probably just bumped it and something.
I got hit with one of those racks.
We're beginning our descent down to the safari station. Local time is about 4:30. The weather is nice. Little babies on the left. More little baby Rias. We're going to make one more quick stop. We're going to visit with our llamas. We didn't get a chance to see them today.
Looks like they're straight ahead. Zebu. A bunch of pigeons. Hope my gimbal is getting a good workout. He's doing a lot of shaking here. Llamas.
All right, this is our last stop on the tour with our llamas. And these are all llamas. These are not alpacas. We do have alpacas, but they're not out here. They're up in the petting zoo. You can check them out if you go up there. Llamas and alpacas have got a bad reputation of spitting, but it's not really true. They don't have salivary glands. They don't produce spit or saliva like we do. What they can do is much worse. They can regurgitate what's in their belly, spray that out their mouth, so it's actually projectile vomit. So it's not spitting, but it is puking. But in the 8 years I've been doing these tours, I've never had it happen once. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. Well, again, I don't want today to be the first day. These guys can be pretty fussy. So they might take your treats, but if you try to pet them on the head, they're going to move their head away. They're just not big fans of being pet. Yeah, you can feed them. Oh, no, this is it. This is it. If you have treats left over after this stop, you can go to the petting zoo with those treats. That's okay.
I'm thinking about making one.
Feed what? The animals at the petting zoo? Yep.
Bradley said he did. You went up here.
Where are you going? Hi there. Are you missing some
I'm
shoes?
sorry.
Yeah, we both, buddy. The access. We would never catch